What is up, my string beans, and welcome back to another episode of Oxygen Not Included here in the Prehistoric DLC. Uh, Last episode we blew up the asteroid. We blew up good old Demolior. We had another we had another duplicate die. Rest in peace, Ashkan. Um, and we are now like moving on to some more problems that we're having. Ooh, look, a fox fawn. Ooh, fries. Let's get some squash flies. Oh, actually, that fawn probably would have been good. No, it's okay. Excuse me. So what we got going on here? Between episodes. That's right. Between episodes, I wanted to get this little thing done because right now we have this guy that is currently it's currently erupting. Well, not like currently, but for the next 64 cycles, it'll be erupting. And then same with this dude. For the next 100 cycles, oh my god, it'll be erupting. So I wanted to make sure that I was like capturing as much natural gas as I could, because I know that this is limited. And so we put these guys together, and then during this, like, you would think that this... Excuse me. Oh my goodness, I got all sorts of gas and things. You would think that this like wouldn't take too long, but it kind of did, because like we can't breathe in here, so they have issues doing that. So also another thing that I did was I started closing off the base so that we could have Atmo-suits. But then, so you can see that this is closed off, and then we got a little tile right there to be closed off. Then we have a airlock, and then this is all good. This is kind of a big cavity, but it's whatever. And then we have a mechanized airlock over there too. And then we have a mechanized airlock right there, and then we have this cavity. And then, so while I did that, I was like, well, I'm gonna need oxygen. And then at the same time, I had 0 algae. So my guys were starting to suffocate. I mean, not really, but the air was getting really thin. It's getting real thin down here. So then I was like, well, let's get some quick and dirty oxygen going. And so we put this little guy together, and it's just real simple. You know, you got electrolyzers going, and oxygen floats down here. Oxygen, we all float down here, and then the hydrogen comes up here, which we have a bunch of different kind of sensors, so that it only sucks up the hydrogen. And then we kind of turned it into a spam, honestly. By definition, I guess it's a spam, because it's a self-powered oxygen machine, so this whole contraption is self-powering, but we want a bigger one. So that's probably what we're going to work on today, is better oxygen, because we have the power more or less situated. In fact, let's get another one. Let's get another one in there. We'll do that. Get that in there, and this needs to now come down here. Because then I also need this. So we're going to stop that for a little bit. Okay, let's go ahead and speed up. We'll get another guy in there because we definitely have a lot of natural gas. Oh, and that's another thing too, is I've been trying to clear out all the natural gas that like erupted and fucking threw itself everywhere. So let's see, we don't need this. And then this will go down here. Okay, so we get that going. Let's see here. Where do we want the oxygen to go? I think we could probably put the oxygen over here, because like this was a derpy little setup, and so we kind of have to think about oxygen. Well, like, I guess one of the issues is I don't know where I really want my full base to be, and plus I have this water tank that's kind of like weird. Oh, that's another. You know what? I don't think I need Seacomb anymore, because, well, number one, I don't have polluted dirt. Trying to see here, like, what is going to be... Where do I want things? Like, what if I can't do the oxygen there because there's too many of these guys. We have polluted water. You know what? Right here. This is gonna be perfect because there's a polluted water vent and then there's water here. So we'll put it here. So that means that we're gonna be working in this. Aw. Oh well. Okay, let's get to digging. Let's dig in there. And we're gonna go ahead and start designing our spawn. And we've designed a bunch of spawns before. So yeah. I don't know, shale. I guess shale. We're gonna go ahead and do it right here. We're gonna do the bottom, or the top of it is gonna be like this. How do we spawn? That's how you spawn, right? No, I want, so here's what I want. I think I want a, maybe I shouldn't do that. Well, no. Yeah, I do want this. And maybe I should just pause it while we design the spawn. Because I want my... I guess we'll absorb all this heat, so that's okay. We can do like 2 of these guys. And airflow tiles, obviously. Then we're gonna need a battery. And trying to think, I think we could actually put the battery below. Smart battery will go here, which means walls like this. Is this spawn-like? No, because the thing that's really gonna matter is we're gonna run like that. And if I only have 2 electrolyzers and something like that, let me see. So a 2. Hold on. Let me. They're mowing stuff outside. Let me close this window. All right. Yeah, I live in some condos, and it's like the HOA, the HOA guys coming around doing all the stuff. Anyway, an electrolyzer is going to do enough for 8 dupes, so this is 16 dupes. Do I want more? Yeah, I think we want to do more. I think we want to do more. So that's because we need to get oxygen to these guys. So if I do 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Whoops. Okay. And then that's going to be airflow tiles like this. You're going to get one of those. You're going to get a manual airlock, which means let's calculate all that up. This is 240. So these guys use 240, right? 240. So if they were to all be working, we're thinking Miku 240 times 6 is 1440, plus another 240 for this guy, and then the electrolyzers use 120, so plus 240. So we need 1920, and these guys make 800, so divided by 800 is we need at least 3. So, all right. So now that we know that this is going to be the size of it, meaning we don't need that or that or that. This will probably have to move up, but we'll figure that out here in a second. Because let's look at the temperatures. It is in fact in the center. Okay. So we are going to need another hydrogen generator. So let's get 3 hydrogen generators. That works out perfectly. A smart battery and a normal battery. And then we need... so this is going to be 240... Or no, hold on. I think we need conductive wires. All we need is some conductive wires. And we need to make sure that we're not going past... Let me see. How much power does this do? So this is what's like kind of weird. Drawing more than 4K. That's like what's weird to me. So what if we just do this? And we will do... Okay, okay. So now I see what's going on. So now we need the insulated tile to go here. And actually, that works out. That's perfect. Because we do want the hydrogen to come down into here and suck that up. And which means we'll do something like that. So the hydrogen goes over there. Okay. Well, like, do we need it down? I suppose having it like that would be good. Because what if... Like, what if we have the electrolyzers here? Oh, that looks weird. We can do that. Okay. I think that looks good. Oh, no. Oh, no. I didn't put airflow tiles here. Airflow tiles like that. Except for this one. Because it needs to be power. For the heavy watt. Nope, just kidding. We'll put the heavy watt... We'll put the heavy watt here. Airflow tile right there. Heavy watts. So that we can do this. Perfect. And then we have 240, 240, plus 240. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Let's go up this way. There's to number 1. Actually, let's go around. Because I'm weird. And I want less. There we go. That looks good. And then we can do this one. So we actually only need 3, I think. Yeah. So we don't need this third one. So in fact, this one can be a battery. No, we're gonna put power transformer there. Bring this over here and another battery. And get this watt wire down like that. That looks good. Then let's get this wire, and we're going to go down like this. There you go. I think that should be good. And okay, so we can go ahead and start doing that. Let's get this down. And we're going to cancel the insulated, cancel that insulated. All this looks good. Close that up. Let's also cancel that one and cancel that one. Okay, let's get some... Now we got to deal with the gases, the actual gases. Let's see here. So we're going to go... This hydrogen needs to wiggle. Okay, let's start on this side. Wait, hold on. Okay. So we need it to start right here. No. Other way around. That's right. Start here. Wiggle up. Nope. Okay, let's go back. Oh my god, what the hell just happened? And then wiggle this way. There we go. So then this needs to come over here. Like that. And what we're going to do is it needs to do one of these. So the priority, what we're doing here is that it will prioritize going over here. But once it's no longer like, once this has been filled up with hydrogen, it needs an escape route this way. So we'll do something like that. Let's see. What else do we got going on? Make sure that we're not dying here. We got a lot of oxygen, that's good. This is going good because this has pipe blocked. Oh. There you go. And you are pipe blocked as well because you had like some weird gas in you. There you go. We're getting all these gases out. And actually what we'll do here, it's a little bit of micromanaging trying to get all this gas out of here. But we are getting down to like the really low grams. So that's good. This has really low grams as well. This is really low grams. And then we're up to at least a kilo there. Ooh, what? What we need to be doing is working on this. Okay, so then, let's get water. Water obviously has to come into here. So we'll go like this. And let's get some automation. So here we need some Atmo sensors. We're gonna go 2 Atmo sensors in the corner. And then we're gonna do a... Oh, wait, hold on. I need to make sure that all of this has overheat temperature. Hydrogen generator. No, hydrogen generator. We need to make the hydrogen generators out of gold. We also need to make these pumps out of gold. Because even though we do plan on like keeping it pretty cold and this doing pretty good at the fact that it like deletes its own heat, we'll do it out of gold. That's not where that goes. Can I make these out of... Yeah, we'll make these out of electrolyzer, and we're gonna go gold. Oops, I didn't change this one. Gas pump, out of gold. There we go, so all that's out of gold. Let's get these jumbo batteries out of gold. Jumbo battery out of gold, overheat temp. Smart battery is made out of gold. Power transformers need to be made out of gold. Perfect. There you go. Everything made out of gold. So let's go back to the automation here. So we're going to set up some Atmo sensors. And let's set up an AND gate so that these only go off that only goes... Oh, that's right. I need to bring this down a level. Okay, here we go. Because I need Atmo sensors. We're going to go ventilation, this out of gold. So we don't want them here, we want them here. Which means we want our wires to come on down. There we go. And let's go back to the automation. So here we go. We're going to go like that. I think we're okay like this. There we go. Who's trapped? You's trapped. How did you get trapped? Can you get out now? Go on, Haryana. That was weird. That was, like, really weird of how you got trapped in there. There you go, buddy. Okay, I think as far as automation... Oh, no, that's right. We need automation for this guy now. So the battery... In fact, I think we need the battery to be... I don't know if it makes a difference if we put the battery, the smart battery, at the end of, like, the power as opposed to the beginning of the power. But we're going to put it at the end. And then we need automation. And we're going to go like that because that's just how I like it. Okay. Okay. I think that's good. You guys are going to get stuck. I know you're going to get stuck. Bionic power. Yeah, you guys are good. Okay, how's this thing going? Let's get... Okay, we're getting a lot of the fucking natural gas. It's definitely coming through. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. So that should be the oxygen that we're working on. I think we can support another dupe. So how was our... what are we at? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're 5 to 3. So that means we need one more normal duplicate. Oops. Okay. Oh my god, what's happening? So we need one more duplicate before we get another bionic, because we're doing a 2-to-1 ratio. So if we have 3 boops, that means we need 6 normal dupes. That's how math works. So, I've been... While we're gonna work on 2 projects here, and this is, oh, look at that. In fact, let's see if we can get a guy. Ranching. Freya, are you good? Let me see. How do we... Because you're... Whoa, why are these guys glitching? I don't think we need a rancher, but the doctoring, hard digging... No, we don't want mouth breather, that's for sure. Let me see. How... What are you like, buddy? What are your skills? If I go to vitals, click on Hassan, and I look at your bio, I could find your skills, and we can find your husbandry is just a 9. Okay, you know what? Sure, let's get another one of those. Let's get Freya. Freya will be sleeping. I think I need to put Freya somewhere specific because I think I put snorers on the end here. But we also need to move Freya to this schedule. And then I think that's good. Is this a hospital yet? Can you make that a hospital? Yeah. I think the last thing I need to do for this one is set up some gas pipes. Well, we can go like that. And then like that. And then up. So that all 3 are coming out right there. So we don't want those ones. Okay. So we have hydrogen and 3 lines of oxygen. Okay. So that's going to be going. And in fact, we can do... We can do that everyone can work over there. But as far as Freya is concerned, Freya is in fact going to be a rancher. And Hassan will also be a rancher, so I'll have 2 ranchers. Alright, anyway, what I was saying, we're going to set up some... Yeah. Let's see here. What do we want to do? Because I want to start setting up some lums. And do we set them up here? So that means I'm gonna have to move these. How can I? I think we'll have to test. Okay, we're gonna test this. We're gonna deconstruct Chip. And does Chip's body flop out? Oh no! I'm actually kind of sad. You know what? It's okay. We'll remember them. We will remember them in time, you know. So I think I need. Yeah, there's a bunch of different rooms I need. That made me actually a little sad. All right, so these lums. I'm sorry, lums. You're not gonna have to. Let me see here. Actually, no, hold on. So there's an actual video that I was watching that you know, of course, none of it's mine, right? You always gotta learn from other places.
This is my favorite.
Oh, no. Hush, ad. We're gonna look at how to design this ranch. Oh my god, another ad? Why did you add? Let me see. Hold on 1 second. I'm looking at... Okay, so this is what we want to do. We want to do a door, and then... Okay, yep, that's good. So we're going to do a door, and... Whoops. And... Whoop, real quick. Okay. And then up to... We're going to put a grooming station right there. And then down. And then start putting some doors. Oops, that's not right. And I think that's it. Because this should be 12, and that should be 12. Okay. Here we go. So, deconstruct these guys. And we need an overgrowth farm tile right there. Let's bring some water down. And a mechanized airlock goes right here. And you guys can all be open. Open. Copy. So we'll put the overgrown here. And then actually another thing we'll do is put some... Wait, no, not right there. Cancel. And in fact, we're going to cancel this, and we're going to put some normal tiles. Let me finish this and I'll explain. Hadiana, what are you doing? Why are you idle? Let me finish this and I will explain what we're doing here. This needs to be Mimika. These all need to be opened. And you need to be an overgrow. And we're gonna put that right there. And Mimika, that thing, overgrow, opening this. Why didn't you go around opening everything? And then I believe it's like put one right here. And we can't put one here because of the Mimika. But we can put one here. And then this guy, double check. We're gonna go... gonna go right here. We'll put one there. And one right there. Okay, and then one will go there, but the Mimika. So this is going to be irrigation because we don't have this built. Let's deconstruct this, and I'll be able to get in there. Okay, there you go. So now you can build that, and now there's irrigation. How's this going? Okay, looks good so far. Okay, so what's going to happen here? I'm going to set something up. If you guys kind of are aware of some like ranches that allow you to have so like not Trecos, hatches. Some hatch ranches that like at the top it'll have a certain system set up to where the hatches will grow and then they'll like walk over here and they'll fall down and like keep falling underneath the ranch to make sure that like each ranch has an ample amount of, you know, hatches. So we're gonna do something like that. Who's suffocating? Okay, this is going to be come on, Stinky. You know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with Stinky dying, I guess. That's so dumb, dude. Hold on. Let me prioritize these fucking ladders. That's definitely my fault, plus these guys. You know what? I'm totally fine with them dying. I'm so over them. They're annoying anyway. Freaking dupes. God damn it, dude. How are we doing on this? Oh, you know what? This is all done. All of the natural gas, I believe, is like in fact gone. There's some natural gas right there, so I did suck up all the natural gas. This is like all the crud. Oh, you know what? That's just like what we're gonna do this playthrough is just have dupes die. That's kind of depressing. We're not gonna build that because they need to get in and dig that up. Build that first. Make sure that all these ladders are fucking done. And then... okay. That should be fine. That was so upsetting, dude. Okay, let's move this freaking Rex egg, huh? Move it over there. So then, anyway. So we're gonna get this going. In fact, let's get rid of this. Oh, there's another Rex egg. So what we're gonna do here, what's gonna be happening here is that these overgrow. All right, so these lumps. Let's start off with the lumps. The lumps themselves, they get, you know, when they're hungry, they go around and they eat a bunch of different kind of berries. So we're specifically gonna have them grow overgrow berries, and they need 1,300 kilocalories a cycle. So with that in mind, 1,300. This overgrow node. Let's see here. When it is fully grown, it'll be providing 2,600. So that's enough for 2 lumps. But now the problem is trying to get these things fully grown. So this thing itself, as you can see from this right here, it grows vines. So the thing about the vines is that they can grow up and around like walls and even upside down. So that's what I have going on here because this pneumatic door counts. So that I don't have people die. Let's go on normal speed. More people dying. I'm telling you, this is my first playthrough that I've ever had people dying but it's fucking wild. But so these little things, they will grow out these vines, and they can grow up to 12 tiles, up to 12 tiles to the left and 12 tiles to the right. So we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we said it can go up walls, right? So here's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So these 12 tiles will be filled with vines, and these 12 tiles will be filled with vines as well. Let me cancel that before someone comes and fucks that. And so all these vines will be growing, right? So that's going to provide enough food. So now what's special about the lum is that they can stomp around. Yeah, they can stomp heavily near plants and cause things to fall. So really, they can feed themselves by eating off these overgrow vines. So when they stomp in a 4-tile area, and that's when overgrowths or like whatever berries or whatever have you will fall. So by having it be a 4-tile, 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 these 12 overgrow, or actually technically these 24 overgrow vines will be able to be harvested by the lums, so they'll feed themselves. And so that's the difficulty of this ranch, is trying to make sure that you can have these overgrows growing. Now, another thing that you can do is you can have, it's 12 on one side and 12 on the other. So we're talking 24, so 25 tiles. Whoops, no. I just want to do this. There you go. So we're talking 25 tiles just for like a single overgrow to grow to the left and right. But because it's at least a 2-tile, we're talking at least 50 tiles now. So if you want to have more lums, then so like if you just make a normal thing, from left to right, a long corridor, you're talking 50 tiles just to make sure that these lums can feed themselves. And then we have to talk 100 tiles if you want 4 lums, or if we go from 50. But basically, you can see how like the longer it goes, the more like weird it gets, right? So I found that this is probably one of the best setups, especially with like the setup that we're gonna have on top. What is wrong with you, buddy? Why are you making like weird sounds? Okay, all right, you're stressing. Yeah. Let's make sure that everyone can run out. Okay. And Hassan, get out of there. What the fuck? Alright, build this fucking airflow tile because Arsol is gonna die. Okay, someone come save Arsol. Does someone have a battery for him? Yep. I literally saw someone with a battery. Help this dude out. There we go. What the? Bro. I think my game be glitchy. Please put the battery in him. I don't know what's happening. This is the most absurd fucking thing. Please finish this. Come on, get him out of there. We're like watching tragedies. Oh, you know what? These can't be here. Okay, I think we're good, and especially with our soul getting the fuck out of here. Let's make sure that these are open. We'll open those so that we don't have any more problems. Do that and do that. Okay. Townie, dude. These duplicates. Some, like, dumb AI shit's going on. Anyway, back to, like, this thing. So we need these overgrow nodes to grow, and that's gonna be, like, the first step. And we actually want to dig down, because I want access. I do, in fact, want this second layer. So let's get some of this, some of this. How are we doing over here still? Who is suffocating now? Look at all of you fucking retards getting yourselves stuck. For fuck's sake, dude. This is like worse than babysitting. This is that game where it's like, try to keep your baby alive as it tries to kill itself. There definitely is a game out there that is like that. Okay, how are we doing on this? We're filling these up. This is almost done, so that's kind of good. So all we'll be banking on are these two right here. But we definitely do have like a shit ton. Oh, we can get rid of those. And then here we will be making another one of these, identical to underneath right here. Okay, how are we doing over here? Okay. So we'll go ahead and get ourselves like that. Let's go. And I know we're going to have some stuff underneath it. We're going to put some Mimicas. Mimicas will go here. Let's get a door. Wait a minute. Yeah, sure, we'll have 3. We'll have 3 ranches. So we'll get a thing right there. One, 2, 3. One of those guys. Let's go ahead and get some of these put in. Right there. There we go. So that should be all set. We are going to need water down here to grow the overgrow. Okay, that looks good. And this should be good to start growing these overgrow. How's our oxygen? Because right now we just have... Oh, look, we're getting enough oxygen all around. Good, good, good. What are you doing? Which means we'll actually need to go another row lower. So we have like our main base being like right here. Okay, this is looking good. And then I'll have to move this stuff because we need to have them all in line. Which means we should probably dig out this bottom row as well and start setting up all that stuff. How's this coming? We're still working on that. And we're going to go, if it's above that, copy paste. So, who died? Who was the freaking idiot that died? Stinky? Okay, so Stinky died. Copy settings? What do you mean? Can I put Stinky over there? No. So, let's see. Who will be the cook? We need a cook. So, a cook died. And then fill this up with power. Sonyar, of course you got yourself stuck there. Oh, they're stopped on this, and now they're working on this. That makes sense. I do want these opened. We're gonna deconstruct that one so that we can get in there and build that. Open that. Someone was suffocating for half a second. Don't like that. And open that door. Now we can get that going. Now we can put some mimicas in here. Plant, copy, paste. Put an overgrow up in here. This isn't too cold, is it? Oh, it's gonna be cold because of this. Hopefully we can get it growing. Okay, and then let's dig into... We're gonna go... Now we will go this way. What are we doing? You all need to fucking stop being dumb. This will be the bottom of the base as of now. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. That all got fucked up. 1, 2, 4. Yeah, so this did not get put on the right layer, neither did this. That's okay. So this will be the bottom, which means we now need to move this, and maybe some power. Because now we're going to need to bring power down here, and here, and here. Just all the way down. But hopefully we can finish up this oxygen thing first. What we are going to need... is some high pressure vents. And I do want hydrogen in here, so that's something I'm gonna have to mess with. But we'll first clean this out. Yeah, so because we need oxygen, hydrogen, and we can put hydrogen in the top here. And put that back. Okay, let's make sure that we don't have any crud on the ground. And we did not... Oh, we did. We're just missing an overgrow. And mimicas are growing there. Okay. So good with that. And then we can move all this. This is... Actually, that can stay there. That's fine. But we need this hydrogen to go over here. And then we're going to need another little guy over there for all the crud. Which is just this. This is the crud. This is crud, that's crud. So we don't need another crud one. We need to move the pipes over there. How are we doing? Okay, we can clean out all of this. We can clean out all of this. And I think we can clean out all that as well. Let's get some water in here. We're gonna go like this, like that. There we go. Bring down some power. Nice! Nice-oo! Get all this freaking oxygen out. We're definitely making some good progress here. I do want to finish this, so I'll let them complete this and then move on to that over there. I hope it doesn't affect the overgrow because it needs at least 25, which is getting real close because this is a bunch of negative. So maybe it just like fucks off this way. Okay, I think we can also... Nah, I won't mess with this stuff. I'll just leave that for now. And then this is a vacuum. So that means we took care of all of that. So now all of our natural gas is in these right there, except for like some natural gas floating around. Ooh, natural gas down there. Oh, because it's an oil reservoir. Okay, okay. Making the good progress. What are we all doing? Where's everyone at? Let's look at some skills. And do I want to increase skills? Steve, you have 21 and you have a point. Let's get you some improved carrying. Purple Puddle Nut, you need the exosuit. Everyone needs to get to the exosuit eventually. So you are good. Hanayana. We'll get you some, oh, yeah, these guys are going to need exosuit. Things here. We're going to need at least 3 suit training. We're at least going to need 3 suit trainings. So whenever they get around to that, let's see if we can get another... No, you're good. I don't want to give you more power banks. Yeah, you'll need your own room. Okay. So you guys can't go up too much. Let's see, Hassan. You're good. You're good. And you're good. And then how do you have 15? Downtime, fresh oil, washroom, bionic duplicate barracks. So why are you low? Barracks, bionic. Barracks, bionic. Oh, last cycle's decor was ugly, so that means you get -1. So that's why we're at 15 instead of 14. Or other way around. Okay, I think we're good on skills for now. We also don't need these because we don't have algae to keep them going. Okay. Let's increase just to 6 on all of this stuff, because I do want to get that done. So that's going to be 6, and then in the meantime, I got the hydrogen. The hydrogen needs to move over here. I need to move all the hydrogen over there. So what we will do, we'll deconstruct this gas filter. Move hydrogen over there. Move this crud. Move this crud over here with a bridge. So the crud will go over there. Hydrogen out this way. Moved over there. Then we can get... Let's see, let's move this. Let's kickstart this guy. We also need to deconstruct these two. And with this now having water, we can stop doing that. And this is primed. Well, we'll keep some water going right there. Okay. Another one of those, another one of those. And then we will do that way. Yep, hydrogen goes that way. When this gets built, hydrogen will go over there. This crud goes into the crudmobile over there. We also need to mop any nonsense that's in here. Smart battery's doing good. How are we going to... Let's deconstruct that for now. No. Yeah, I'll probably do a liquid lock right here so that I can take that out. Yep, this is body temperature. Just as I thought. So the Mimicas are doing great. They're in there doing that stuff. What I will do... I need to set these guys up. Let's just go ahead and build this real quick, because we do need to make this warm so I can get the overgrowths going. Because it's recommended that before you put the lums into here, that the overgrowth is completely grown. So we'll just keep this heater here. Hopefully it'll warm things up. This looks built. I just need things to be picked up now. Which means we can actually supply power. So let's do this one. Oops, whoops, whoops. We can supply power over here to these pumps. And we'll provide power to those pumps too. We need a cook researching, or digging. Let's get some brisket so that our cook can't even cook things. But I see we're now moving all this crud out, and all the crud goes in there. No, chlorine goes in here. Crud in this one. Let's see what that does here. Okay, good. And that's all out. We're done with this one. Deconstruct this. That. Hydrogen is being moved. We can get rid of this guy. This is warming things up. Perfect. This has been brought down. We don't need this anymore. So actually what we'll do is empty these pipes before we destroy the thing. Or else water's gonna freaking go around everywhere. Doing good here. I just need this trash taken out. So we're gonna actually priority 8 everything here now. Because we are almost there. We're gonna copy, paste those so that nothing's on. I believe everything's set up. Set up pretty well. So we can close this off and then pump out the air is what we're gonna be doing. Okay, so that's good. This looks good. Okay, someone will get to this, right? Because I need to move that, and then this. And in fact, something we're going to need here. We're going to go like this. And hydrogen. No, oxygen. I want oxygen out, and then hydrogen will go in there. And it should only be hydrogen and oxygen, because I do have this mechanized airlock. What's being overheated? Oh. Suppress current. I don't care about you. Come on, guys. Let's pick up all this crud. Okay. This looks good. So let's do... We're gonna go like this, like that, cross that off, and then tell this that we want oxygen to go. Oh, you have no power? Let's get you some power. Let's break all of this down. Ooh, just got a weird sense of where to go. Okay. And we got freezing in the pipes. That's not good. Let's get some insulation. insulation. We can destroy all that. Destroy all that. There we go. Hydrogen. Nice. Okay. So now let's do some Mimicas. Oh. Hurry! And destroy this. Let's get water to the overgrow. Let's get this going. We're gonna put a door here. This needs to be overgrow, and this needs to be Mimica. Plant, copy, paste. Beautiful. There we go. So now we got all the overgrowth growing. Open these, copy, paste. Does that mean that this is all done? No. You need to be... No, actually, this is fine. It's this bottom that I need. We're gonna go priority 9. Just get me all my fucking shit out, please. And someone go kill this thing. No, relocate it to there. No, relocate it to... If we relocate you to there, you should be okay. Okay, so heater's going. Get that back up. What if I have my liquid tanks in the corners, like bottom left and bottom right corners of my base? That seems kind of good. So let's get this Lum, because he's starving due to some weird shit going on over there. Let's get this Lum in here. That way we can work on this top room. So these Mimicas, I need them to help with this, and I think this guy will be good to be right here. Okay, let's get all of this. Take care of all of it. We don't want it anymore. Brine ice, brine ice. Where does the brine ice go? We don't have liquefiables, right? They're not going in there. So the brine ice can go. The brine ice can go here. Let's get a automatic dispenser. Brine ice goes there. And normal ice can go here. I think that's why it's not being picked up, because it's like ice and stuff. Yeah, see? Yeah, these guys. Okay. You are good. Don't need you anymore. Plants have died. Plants have died. Oh, because I'm killing it. Okay, so you're gonna be liquid. All right, let's go. You're gonna go sweep, and you're going to be brine ice and suppress current. What? Okay. Well, you know, I guess that might be it. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's gonna be today's episode then. Oh man. But you know what? That's gonna be okay. Because we're just gonna like finish some stuff up. Let me see. Yeah, so I do have a mod. These are the mods that I have, actually, some of the mods. I don't want to see long commutes, because I understand that it's always going to be long commutes, and I need to like work on that. It shows me the building ranges so that like it shows where the filter is working, where like some other stuff's working. Big camera zoom out so that I can zoom out all the way. Suppress notifications so I don't have to see that nonsense. What does this even say? If you uncheck all of your mods below, we will help the next time this happens. I don't want to uncheck this one. I think suppress notifications just had issues, but hope to. Yeah, we'll go ahead and end it right there. Like I said, I hope to see you guys in the next one. Yeah, and I'll finish up some of the stuff that we were working on. I won't build the top of the lum thing though. I'll build that on camera because I need to show like how that's gonna go and everything. But I at least have all the time to grow the actual overgrow node, so that's good at least. But yeah, again, hope to see you guys in the next one. Until then, stay stringy.